I really hope that you can't hear Albus right now. He's got some serious allergies going on and he's dealing with them. Okay, so it is the first day of Get Graphic With It. It is Monday, the 11th of October. I helped set this up. Why am I questioning what date it is? I am working right now. Been working for several hours at this point. Haven't actually read anything yet, but I kind of wanted to check in. I think I'm going to be doing this vlog. If you see this, I have decided to do a vlog for this readathon. I've got my reading here. I'm not 100% sure what I want to start with. I'm thinking either Homesick Pilots or Stray Dogs. That's kind of what's calling me right now. I think later this evening I'm going to go into Cat Diary. Because my husband is going to a concert without me. And so I'm gonna have some time by myself this evening, and I think it is going to be time to get this one read. Otherwise, I am pretty much just working most of the day. This isn't going to be a very exciting vlog today. I'll be working, I'm gonna be reading. I suppose if I end up reading some of this stuff on my breaks, I will check in with you and give you kind of update on where everything's at. I might give you a tour of all of the Halloween stuff that is currently up. I've got some stuff up outside, I've got some stuff up upstairs. Of course, we've got my bookshelf here. I really like Halloween, so you might be seeing some of that in this vlog. But otherwise, I am going to stop talking. I'm going to get back to work, and I will check in when I'm either in the middle of reading something and I want to say words, or if I finish something and I can just tell you how it goes. You guys know the drill. This is my standard vlog style. Well, it's lunchtime, so I'm coming out into the garden to pick some spinach for our sandwiches. Just wanted to give you guys a quick look at what I'm doing back here. I've got most of the garden pulled out already since it is fall, but we do still have some tomatoes and peppers and such hanging on. The spinach is back here. I also need to fill the bird feeder, so I thought I'd take you on a little walk. I'm not gonna do a full garden tour, but I just wanted to give you guys a brief look at everything that's going on. This is my spinach. I'm gonna sit you down, and then I'm going to get to clipping. Maybe. Now this isn't regular spinach. This is actually New Zealand spinach, which is spinach-like. Sorry, didn't mean to make you guys sick. It's spinach-like, but it grows in warm weather and it doesn't bolt. So we're gonna have some of this for lunch, and then I'm gonna go fill the bird feeder, and I'm gonna go eat food because food is delicious. So let's just quickly take a look at this bed. I had some corn here. It's used as decoration out front. Got some hot peppers in front of that. You can see the squash. I'm pointing with my shears. You can see the squash kind of growing over there. I had pumpkins, pulled those out. Got some daikons buried in there. And of course, tomatoes over there. Used to have zucchini right there, but they're now taken over by flowers. More tomatoes over there. You can't see the okra behind it.
Got some carrots buried in there as well. Tomatoes are just taking over right now, and that's okay. But now I am going to fill the bird feeder. We have a rare spotting of a Fia. She's normally not down here this time of day. Hi. Are you enjoying the sunshine? Okay, bye. Yep. She saw Albus over here. She's not a huge fan of the dogs, so she decided she didn't want her window seat anymore. But we've got a wild Nissa on the sound system. Gillyweed didn't want to leave his heated blanket to come upstairs for lunch, so it's just us. I also wanted to come and give the piggies their lunch tomatoes. Hey, Charlotte, babe. She dragged her own food bowl to her bed so she can eat in bed. Okay, boyos. You gonna come out? Huh? Yeah? You want a tomato? I want to see you guys get out of there, because I know you're both in there. Huh, Bubba's? Yeah. There we go. 1, 2. There you go. Who wants it? Wilhelm 1. Don't eat my finger. It's a little too dark to do this, isn't it? But you can see the tree. It's kind of fun. Okay, let's see if this... Oh, that's just like spotlight on me. I don't like that. Let's see. Hello, hi. I feel like I'm doing Blair Witch. Oh, okay. So we're just not gonna have good lighting at all. We're just gonna deal with the spotlight because it's completely dark outside, and this is what we got. I have done absolutely no reading. The day has gotten away from me just a little bit. I was a little bit busier than I thought I was going to be, but I am gonna sit down and I am going to read this book. I'm gonna get at least one thing read today, and that is ultimately my goal. Other than that, whatever happens, happens. I'm trying not to put any pressure on this because I have been all over the place with reading. I've been in the weirdest slump. I can get a few things read, but I don't quite have the passion for reading as I normally do. I'm hoping to find it again, but the dog's just... I don't even know if you can see him. He blends into the couch, but he's going a little crazy. And you can see the cats over there. But yes, this definitely feels like a Paranormal Activity movie right now with the way the lighting's going, which I think is appropriate. Can you tell I've been watching a lot of horror movies? Doing at least one a day. Right now, I'm in the middle of the Halloween universe. So, that has nothing to do with any of this, and I'm going to just go and read now. See how eerie I can make this lighting for you. Oh. Just finished Cat Diary, Yon Muu.
I don't know if it's the state I am mentally right now. I did not expect this to make me cry, but I struggled at the end of this. There's something about being a pet parent, about having an animal in your family that you know at some point you're gonna outlive them. And those goodbyes are always the hardest. Didn't realize there was gonna be a goodbye in this. And of course it ended on that note. And now I need something extremely happy because, hi kitty. But otherwise, overall, there were some cute little stories in here. And of course, it was accented by Junji's signature horror style. I do have to say, while it was adorable, there was something very uncomfortable about the way he chose to draw his fiance, or the cats, or just some of the interactions between all of that. And there's something about poop. This man really likes his poop gags. It's kind of weird, won't lie. Other than that, I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna pick up next. It's either going to be Stray Dogs or Homesick Pilots. I might have to just kind of like decompress for a little while. Because like I said, I didn't expect to actually go on the emotional roller coaster that I just went on. I wasn't expecting that at all. Which might mean I'm going to do Homesick Pilots next, because I don't know if I can handle more animal loss, which is probably going to happen in this book. It's a horror book with dogs, and horror always has death. So, yes. So obviously, it is no longer yesterday, it is today. It's usually how it works. It is October the 12th. Yes, it is the 12th because yesterday is the 11th. I didn't do any more reading last night, and this chair is very, very squeaky. I should probably get that looked at. I'm a little bit tired. I don't know. My body just, for whatever reason, doesn't seem to be in the happiest place. But my plan today is to definitely get to these two. That's the back of it. Is to get to these two reads. And that's upside down. Third time's a charm. Get to these two read. If you're watching this vlog, you're my favorite person on the planet, because I'm just impressed that you can get through this. These are the focus of today. I'm pretty sure I can get through them, at least one of them. If any of them, I'm gonna do Homesick Pilot first. Probably start this one, maybe get it finished tomorrow, and then keep on moving on. I think for my work days, I'm gonna focus on just getting one thing read a day. And it's probably going to be more of these comics, because while none of this is really that hard to get through, I think I have an easier time during breaks getting through these than I do manga, simply because manga are a little bit thicker. There's more to them in the long run, especially Frankenstein. Frankenstein's probably going to be the last one that I even attempt to pick up. It's probably going to be a Sunday read. That's kind of what I'm feeling. But otherwise, I don't have anything special planned for today besides working. I guess that's always super exciting. So I will check back with you if I have anything that I need to talk about, or if I just feel like I need to stop moving this chair. I need to. Anything I feel like I need to say to you. I am putting updates on my community tab and on Twitter on where my reading is at and all of that. simply because my Instagram is pretty much more of my coloring and my animals, and it didn't seem to flow right in that context. Maybe I'll put it in my Instagram stories, but for right now it's just on the community tab and Twitter. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, go follow me on Twitter. If you aren't subscribed, subscribe so you can get those updates, because they're super, super exciting. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get back to it. Can you see the puppy in the window? There's also one in this blanket mess somewhere. I think, yeah, you can see his head. Just right there. He blends into the floor. I just finished Homesick Pilots. I really enjoyed this one. This one was right up my alley. It has a haunted house. It has teenagers. It has a weird, almost superhero twist to it, which I'm not 100% sure I like or enjoy. But we're introduced to this concept of there being two different groups in this supernatural realm. We've got the house and the ghost, and then we have this other possibly government entity that's coming into play and affecting everything that's going on with all of this. Now, this is quite dark. There is some gore. There's actually quite a bit of gore. There's a lot of blood, at least. I love the art style. I love the colors. I think that is what drew me to this story in the first place. Never mind the fact that it is about a haunting, and that's one of my favorite things ever. But the fact that it's all these blues and these pinks and all of those tones, I enjoy it so much. It's set in 1994, which I enjoy as well, being a 90s kid myself. But this is just the first part. Volume 2 comes out next month. There are several issues past this volume that are out individually. I haven't picked them up. Like I said, I'm afraid to pick up issues because they're just something that I feel are so delicate, and I'm not a delicate human being, and so I need something a little more heftier if I'm going to read. So I wait for these volumes, these bind-ups. So I'm really glad that I read this one. I liked it a lot. If you like the ghost realm, highly recommend this read. I know I talked about picking up Stray Dogs, and I really should read Stray Dogs. I think I'll read Stray Dogs. It is something I need to do, something I want to do. I keep looking at all this pile. I'm like, what do I really feel drawn to? What do I really want to read? I guess we're going with this one. I'm going to go back to work, and if I get another break, I'll sit down and I'll read, and I'll let you know all of my thoughts. I have a feeling that I'm gonna have a lot of thoughts about this one. So I forgot one thing about today, and the fact that I was getting this beautiful manga in. Requiem of the Rose King. Shay and I have been reading this for our book club, Tell It Again. This is the newest release, and since it came out today and it was delivered today, I might have to read this at some point, because I don't know if you know anything about this series. It is a reinterpretation of Shakespeare's Richard and Henry and the War of the Roses and all that kind of stuff, and it goes to some very dark and weird places, as manga only can. There's a whole bunch of videos. I will link them that you can check them out. But I'm on a cliffy. I'll probably be on a cliffy at the same time after I read this book, but you got the boys in the tower, and I need to read this at some point. I am a little ways into Stray Dogs, only about 5 pages or so. I'm gonna hold off most of my thoughts until I get further into this, but I have a feeling this is gonna hurt me in ways that I don't know if I'm prepared to be hurt, but I need to take the puppers outside. So I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna read for a little while, just kind of chill, enjoy, and then come back and work, because I have to. Starting to regret what I chose to read. Finished Stray Dogs. It is good, but for me, was an emotional roller coaster. Now, I will say that a lot of horror doesn't really get to me, but there's something when animals involved, I can't handle it. So it was a good read. It was a very emotional read. I do like how they moved horror into this realm with these dogs, and it is still human horror, but it's from the dog's perspective. I'll just kind of leave that there because I do think it is something that I think a lot of people will enjoy. The art style, I will always and forever love the art style. And of course, picking out all the different breeds of dogs. I always love doing that. But be warned, if you are an animal lover like myself, if you have a hard time dealing with animal death, this is it's gonna poke you. It's gonna poke you in several places that are very uncomfortable, but it is a very well done story and I really enjoyed it. But that means I've finished the 2 books that I wanted to do for today. I don't know how much I'm going to get to read for the rest of the day. I do have work stuff that's coming up, and tonight I might get some reading in, but we are doing our horror movie night as we are doing every night this week. We just kind of shifted it a little bit yesterday since my husband went to a concert, so I had time last night. Part of me thought I was going to be able to pick this one up today. But the other part of me is like, I need a little bit of levity in my soul right now. Books that break me. It's just, it's one of those weeks. It's extra hard for me to handle certain things. I might switch over, not necessarily Love and Heart. I might look at The Witch and the Beast, because this one I could probably, I won't be as emotionally invested in, but it'll still have some darkness to it, but not quite the darkness that comes with this right here, because trust me, it's trippy in all kinds of different ways. I don't know if I can handle the trippiness of Love and Heart. Definitely don't want to do Frankenstein. I might do Nomen, Omen. That might be a good next one to pick up. So I think it's between these 2 right here. I think this is where my brain is ultimately at. But we'll see. New day. It is October 13th.